All right. Well, how's it going? Glad everyone here is able to see my presentation. And it's not really a presentation; it's more me just presenting Ubuntu Mate, and then I'm going to just talk about some general stuff with the GUI, some command line items, to give you a more in-depth review of Linux. So we'll go over some command line stuff. We'll go through some GUI stuff, just some general sysadmin stuff. The good thing is you don't have to worry about trying to follow this presentation, this live presentation, because you can always download it and see what's going on. All right, so what you see here, this is just simply everything is here is in the VM. This is Ubuntu Mate. All I did here was just change the background to something, March, spring, that kind of represents the season that we are in. So that's what you see here. What I'm going to do is just do some quick items via the command line. Now, to bring up the command line, I'm just going to go here and go open a terminal. Now, if you have like Ubuntu, not Mate or something like that, you can just do Control-Alt-T and you bring up the terminal. I'm going to type in pwd and it's going to show me my current working directory. So I'm going to go to the desktop. So CD to change, CD. I'm going to do clear. CD to change the desktop. And okay, I'm already in desktop. All right, so I'm here, and it's just showing the config file that I have here that I created. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new directory. And so I'm going to do CD. Actually, I'm going to do mkdir, which is make directory, and I'm going to do config. And so now, if you look at my desktop, you see a new folder that has been created. So I'm going to move my config file to the directory I just created. So, and I'm going to go to the directory. So I'm going to do CD config. I'm going to do clear. I only do clear because I don't like to see just tons of different items within my terminal. So I just did a quick clear. I'm going to do ls. I'm going to see my config files here. And I'm going to do just a few other configs. I'm going to do touch. I'm going to do general sysinfo.sh. And I'm going to do ls here. And I'm going to do ls-l. So here it's going to show me all the different files and the permissions of the files. I'm going to do chmod, so change modify. I'm going to do +x general. And now I'm going to look at the permissions again. And it shows that that config file now is executable. So that's what that shows right there. Now, if I wanted to see kind of the contents of that file, again, all I would do is type cat general, and there's nothing in there. But if I do cat config, you'll see that there's a number of stuff in this actual file. So I'm going to do clear, and then vim. For those who don't have vim, just sudo apt-get install. Vim is vieditor enhanced improved. I'll put in my password. Let's see. Let me see something real quick. All right, so it works. So let me do escape. I'm going to do just quit. I'm not going to save anything. And then I'm going to do vim for, let me see what the files I have. So I'm going to do vim, general. So now here I'm in the vim. And I already had vim installed, so maybe that was the error. I didn't have much time to investigate it, but the error was probably already installed. But here I'm going to go ahead and create a file just for general sysinfo. So I'm going to hit insert. I'm going to do shebang and dash. I'm going to put my name. Putting, just something. Sample date. And then here I can do I'll do this. So update. And then here I can just put in items. I can do date, calendar. I can install some items, which I should do. So like top, HTOP, Then I can also do uname. Maybe I don't know what I have, so I do uname. And generally, you want to have some type of comment behind these items and why you're installing it, because someone else can actually have the script. But here, let's put general comments to inform individuals what is going on. What is going on? So the pound is, just a comment. So it's not going to be affected at all. The script won't. All right. And I would have, comments here. So I'll just put comment, blah, blah, blah. Just different comments. Just something in there. Blah, wrong. All right. Just throwing something randomly in there. All right. Now I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to do I'm going to do WQ. So I was going to right quit, hit enter. I'm going to do cat, see what's in there. All right. The other thing is, the other cool thing that I can do, I can always organize this. I mean, if you want to do by GUI, I can just click config. I can just click here. I can say display. And I can see what's written here. This is if you just want to go through the GUI. So I'm going to close this out. And now I'm going to run that file. Now it's going through the installation process. So let that run through. And then I want to, I'll show you some, oh, okay, good. So here is showing all right. So that's what I ran. Shows date. If I can always type in date here, do uname -a, and I can just run that separately, right? Now I installed HTOP. So this is what HTOP does. So it's good for managing processes and stuff like that to see how your system is being used. If you have, you've been on some nefarious site and your computer is messed up or you wonder why it's running slow, it's a great place to go. So I'm going to quit here. So you have that. So we're going to go back to our folder. Here, I'm going to create general files. LS, and now I have these 3 files. I want to remove the files. Just do remove. Now the files are removed. It's fairly simple. Now, those are just items done in the command line. So what I want to do is also show you just some customization stuff real quick. So you can install different items, or not just different items, but you have knowledge of some other items. So here, I can install something called Nemo. So I can go here, system, so showing items here. Now I have Nemo installed on Ubuntu, but I can remove Nautilus, or you shouldn't remove Nautilus if you're a beginner, but you can install different tools that actually look at folders, different file managers and stuff like that. So pull this up. Let me see if this works real quick. I haven't installed Nemo here, but this may be a good example. All right. Not working there, but I'll show you on my Ubuntu system so you can see how it actually looks. It's really cool. That are just because we're using Ubuntu Mate, there's some things that are just working and not working so well. So we'll go here and let's see if we have Thunderbird. You can remove items. So that's another thing with these config files. So you can actually write a file to remove items. So I'm going to just go out. All right. So here you'll see that I have LibreOffice. Now maybe I want it, maybe I don't. So what I want to do is remove LibreOffice so I just don't have it here. Maybe I want to use WPS or something like that. So we just go here. You can do this with all programs. I'm going to remove LibreOffice. Okay, seems to be a problem. It's no problem. What I can do this. And what I'm going to do is share my actual desktop. So let me stop this and just share, and you'll be able to see via my desktop. All right, so I'm going to share my terminal. So here you'll see my terminal. All right, cool. So now I'm going to remove LibreOffice. So this is just allowing me to remove LibreOffice, which is good because I'm running a program called WPS. And so maybe I don't need to have the ability to deal with open documents, open Office documents and stuff like that. So even though I'm removing it, I still have, about 2 more commands to put in, and I'll show you what those are. All right, cool. So that's pretty much finished. And let me run the other item. So I'm going to type in sudo app get clean, then sudo app get or remove. All right, so LibreOffice is completely removed from my system. We'll let this run, and then I'll show you essentially what you can have to replace it. So let this keep running. All right, perfect. So it stopped running. So I'm going to share a screen. So what you're going to see now, this is WPS Office. And so this is what you can run. So you can go here. You can do Linux. Click here. And then depending on if you're running Debian or RPM, you can just click on the other. Really, really simple. All right, so I will show you exactly how so many items look. So this is let me close this. For some odd reason, it's not showing. Yep. So we'll go back to the command line, and what you'll see is that everything moves fairly quick. So I will share mine. So I will share this, and you see that like I said, everything moves quick. So CD desktop, do CD, actually, sample. So again, it's fairly quick. So here I can just say CD sample touch 1, 2, 3, 4.sh, 5 sh, and then of course I can chmod 777 4.sh, 5.sh, and then I can do chmod. And then I'll just do these. I'm just giving random permissions. I should have been 3. Okay. All right. So if I do ls-l now it'll show all the permissions that I just given to all these various files. Now earlier, what I was trying to show is I did the uname, the HTOP. You've seen that, and that's fairly easy. But here I can install a number of items such as Python and stuff like that. You know, the Python 2.7, I believe it should be included. But I can install an item like as a sudo apt-get install awkward. So here I have it. And what you don't see, actual awkward came up when I typed in awkward. So this is one of just, you know, neat things you can do through the command line. I'm going to go here and show you some more things. So I'm going to go back and show you the VM. All right, so now we're back in the VM. I'm going to exit out of this, bring this back up. And so now we're back in the VM. This is, of course, Ubuntu. What you just saw was Ubuntu. And so again, those items I saw, so you have date, you have calendar, spell it, right? Now it's showing me calendar. All right, and now if I type calendar in my other machine, the same thing will come up. And then of course, you can always do man page. Say if you don't understand a command, the best thing to do is to say, all right, well, let's see what this is. So man takes me to the manual page for calendar. So here I can see exactly what that command does and all the different items. Okay, so I've seen all that. Let's try. Okay, got an idea. So I'm going to do quit. I'm going to do calendar. And so now it's only showing me up to March 8th. I can do this. Enter. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to do that. Do that. At 9 here. And you'll see here, it shows up to 9 days. So that was just learned using the manual page for that command. I'm going to do clear. Some other items. There's alien if you want to take in RPM packages and make them Debian. Of course, you have to install that first. All right, I guess I will show that in my other item. Let me share my other screen real quick. All right, so here I will install Alien, and I believe Alien is already installed. This would be the command. And so Alien's pretty cool because there's a number of programs that may be meant for Red Hat that you may want to actually use in Linux. So Alien will allow you to see those RPMs and convert them, and vice versa. So if you're running Red Hat and you want to use some of the Debian packages, you can pretty much do the same thing. So it is a great program and a great tool. Now, what we can do is I can give an example. So I will look for an RPM. I will go to SourceForge. And if you go to sourceforge.net, you can search a ton of different programs. So I will just search on security and utilities. I see KeyPass, and so we'll look at KeyPass. And I'm actually going to just look at the site, just trying to see if I can find an RPM. I see a GPL license. I see a Windows file, but that's not what I want. But like I said, it is a freaking awesome tool in terms of being able to change those RPMs in a Debian and vice versa. So you have that. Let me clear. Ooh. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to close the session, and what we can do is we can create another Hangout event, and I'll send it out, and we can all share screens without having it being saved to the YouTube page, and we can continue to move on to some more other items, such as the tools and scripting some of these items that will actually use, that will show my IP address and all that stuff. But we'll cancel out of this, and then I will send out something else. So for those who are interested in doing some other items, we can do that. So one of the cool things is here, if I wanted to create a file to do the reboot or whatever, I could do that. So I'm just going to close out of this, and then I will send out something else. But all thanks for at least making this portion. Cheers.